All right. Anyone that knows me, a big something. We didn't get to film this because
He's a huge Arsenal fan. I mean, we like Arsenal, but I'm more of a boxing head. He's a die-hard Arsenal fan. So I need to hear his thoughts on Wenger, on was the whole Wenger situation, the Wenger gate. What's going
so
on?
listen. When my man, when man rang me in the morning to say, "Yo, he's gone," my brother messaged me and say, "He's gone, he's gone." I actually had to, say later. Don't tell me it's who I think it's talking about. So I had to ring my brethren to say, "Is it who I think it is?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was so happy. I was so happy because I've been Wenger out.
But he's done a lot for the club. Come on.
No, but listen, I remember me and Trooper, that's on Arsenal TV, we used to have this debate on our road with the rest of the guys in the estate, and we were saying Wenger out for a long time, I used to be a big debate, yeah, and I've been saying Wenger out since about 2010, yeah. So for it to happen now, yes, he did a lot for the club. We can't dispute what Wenger's done, and you can't change history. Even when you think about the Invincibles, I watched that speech he did the other day, and they named 26 wins, 12 draws, no losses. That's an achievement that may never be repeated, but you can't take away the last 10 years, and especially the last 7 years. The last 7 years were terrible, and it's not. If you're a fan of a team like a Middlesbrough, a Fulham, I don't know, an Everton, you'd say that we're, as Arsenal fans, what are we complaining about? You know, we were still in the Champions League, Europa League, we won FA Cups. But look, a man who is used to eating rice, chicken with vegetables 5 times a week is not going to be happy if he suddenly has to eat bread and have water for 5 years. Because that's
Them
not
analogies.
because that's not your standard of living. Arsenal is an elite club, and we should have been there challenging with the Uniteds and the Cities and Chelsea, and that's what the fans wanted. They wanted to challenge. Now the biggest thing for me is, who do we get in? I want a Allegri or a Luis Enrique or something like that. But even you have to admit, hasn't the way that football was, even the times when we used to meet up and watch games together, hasn't the way that Arsenal were heading, hasn't it just made it football uninteresting?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't watch Arsenal no more. But I'm not a die-hard Arsenal fan. He's a so you used to watch every game.
Every game.
So now
it's become
Wenger has made you not watch every game.
It became uninteresting because yes, you'd still watch some of the games, but it wasn't. You watch with low expectancy, and then you'd watch the important games and you'd lose, and you'd be frustrated, and you just think, why am I even doing this?
I'd ring this guy and he's like, "Oh, bro, I'm pissed." I'm like, "What's up?" "Arsenal's lost again." Like depressed and shit. I'm like, "Come on."
So
it's a game. But yeah, I feel you with it's like me with boxing. If your fighter loses, you're fuming.
I think hopefully, let's see who they get. The odds are that Allegri and Enrique are the favourites, but
When's his last game?
One. The last game is in a couple. I think in 2 weeks, or maybe it could even be this weekend, this Sunday coming up. But let's see what happens. Hopefully, Arsenal can get back to the top, and we can just be grateful for the good times that we had under Arsene Wenger.
Wenger, all the best in the future, mate.
One love.
You've done great stuff for Arsenal. I know you don't want to hear that, but you did.
Yeah, well, it's not that I don't want to hear it, but
Good luck.
it is what it is. Time's over.